Have you ever felt like your life is being guided by something greater, something beyond what the eyes can see? Chosen one, listen carefully, because if you are watching this message, it is not by accident. Tonight, something extraordinary is about to unfold in your spirit, a divine awakening, a shift that heaven itself has ordained. God has led you here for a reason, and I must ask you, do you feel it? That strange stirring in your heart, the pull in your soul, the quiet whisper saying, "This is for you." Beloved chosen one, tonight is not just another night. It carries a weight in the unseen realm. The angels are preparing. Heaven is aligning, and your name has been spoken in the courts of heaven. God wants you to awaken to who you truly are. Not tomorrow, not next year, but tonight. This message is your confirmation. It is your sign. It is the reason you pressed play. Think back over your life. How many times have you survived what should have destroyed you? How many times have you walked through storms that others could not endure, yet here you are, still standing? Chosen one, you are not ordinary. You never were. That's why you've always felt a little out of place, a little misunderstood, even when surrounded by others. And now, that deep longing in your spirit, the one that has kept you searching, the one that refuses to be silenced, it is about to be answered. Maybe you've been feeling restless lately. You sense that something is about to change, but you can't explain why. The things you used to enjoy no longer satisfy you. The people you once connected with seem distant now. And inside, there is a hunger for something higher, something pure, something eternal. These are not random feelings. They are signs of awakening. Your spirit is beginning to remember who you are. Have you noticed the repeating numbers, the sudden synchronicities, the dreams that feel more real than life itself? Have you felt sudden waves of emotion, a heaviness in your chest, or tears you cannot explain? Chosen one, these are signals from the spiritual realm. Heaven is calling you to rise. Why tonight? Because heaven works in appointed times, and tonight marks the turning point of your journey. God is saying, I have chosen you. I have preserved you, and now I will awaken you. You see, awakenings do not happen by chance. They are written into your destiny. And for you, the moment is here. Imagine this. You are standing before a locked door. Behind it is the life you were always meant to live. The peace, the clarity, the power, the divine purpose. For years, you have stood there, waiting, wondering when it would open. And now, tonight, the key is placed in your hand. Can you feel it? That spiritual vibration in your chest? That is the sound of the lock turning. Chosen one, heaven has decided it is time. But let me tell you this truth. Not everyone is chosen. Many are called, but few are chosen. And the fact that these words resonate within your spirit proves that you are not like the rest. You are a warrior in disguise, a light hidden in darkness, a voice that was silenced but can no longer remain quiet. This world tried to label you, break you, and bury you, but it could not, because the seed of God is within you, and tonight that seed is breaking open, ready to grow. You've been through rejection, haven't you? You felt abandoned by people who should have stood by you. You've cried silent tears that no one else could see, and yet deep inside, you knew those trials were shaping you. They were not punishments, they were preparations. Chosen one, the pain you endured was not wasted. It was God's way of refining you, of stripping away what could not go with you into this new season. I must speak this clearly. God is saying, do not doubt this moment. Do not dismiss this message, for I am awakening your spirit tonight, and the shift will be undeniable. There will be dreams. There will be signs. There will be divine encounters that prove His hand is upon you. Do not fear the changes you are feeling. They are evidence that you are being called higher. Chosen one, as you listen, I want you to breathe deeply. Feel the weight of God's presence around you right now. This is not imagination. This is not coincidence. This is the Spirit moving through time, reaching you in this very moment. Every word you hear is planting a seed inside you. And tonight, that seed will blossom into awakening. So I ask you once again, do you feel it? That strange, holy electricity running through your spirit, that whisper saying, This is your time, chosen one. Tonight is the night your spiritual eyes open wider than ever before. Tonight, your destiny stirs awake. Tonight, God marks you for the next chapter of your calling. Chosen one, in part one, I told you your awakening is coming tonight. And now I must reveal something deeper, because many of you have already been receiving divine signs, but you didn't recognize them. These signs were heaven's way of preparing you for this exact moment. So listen closely, for as you hear these words, you will begin to realize God has been speaking to you all along. Have you noticed the strange patterns that keep showing up in your life? Numbers repeating, 1111, 333, or 777 flashing on clocks or receipts. Sudden chills running through your body when you think about your future. Dreams that carry messages, symbols, or warnings that stay in your mind long after you wake up. A sudden pull away from people, places, and habits that once seemed normal. Chosen one, these are not coincidences. They are confirmations. God has been using the language of signs and symbols to get your attention because your spirit is more awake than you realize. Think back. How many times did you almost give up only for something or someone to show up at the exact moment you needed hope? That was no accident. That was God whispering, I am with you. Every closed door was protection. Every rejection was redirection. Every delay was preparation. You see, prophecy is not always a booming voice from the sky. Sometimes it is the gentle way your path bends away from danger, or the sudden way your intuition warns you. And chosen one, you have been guided more times than you know. Now let me speak something that may stir your spirit. You were chosen because you carry a light that darkness could not extinguish. Even as a child, you felt different. You thought differently. You questioned what others accepted. You saw things from a higher perspective. That difference was not a flaw. It was divine design. You were set apart, marked, carved out for a greater purpose than the ordinary path. And that is why your journey has felt heavier than most. Chosen souls do not walk easy roads because their destiny carries greater weight. Let's be honest. You've been through battles most people don't even know about. Sleepless nights filled with anxiety. Silent wars in your mind. Emotional storms that no one else could see. Do you know why? Because the enemy recognized your calling long before you did. The attacks on your life were never about who you are now. They were about who you are destined to become. Chosen one, your awakening is dangerous to darkness, because once your spirit awakens fully, you will no longer be controlled by fear, doubt, or confusion. You will move with divine clarity and power. That's why you faced so much warfare. That's why you almost broke, but you didn't. And that's proof you are chosen. Do you remember the times you should have lost everything, yet somehow you survived? The car accident that nearly happened? The sickness that should have taken you? The heartbreak that should have destroyed you? Chosen one, those were moments of divine protection. Angels were surrounding you when you didn't even know it. You are still here because your purpose has not yet been fulfilled. And now, tonight, the awakening becomes undeniable. Have you noticed how certain people are drifting out of your life? Friends who no longer resonate with you? Relationships that no longer align with your spirit? Chosen one, do not resist this separation. It is not rejection, it is elevation. God is pulling you away from those who cannot walk with you into your next chapter. They may love you, but they cannot carry your destiny. Every chosen soul must go through a season of isolation before awakening. That is where clarity is born. Now let me speak something powerful. Tonight is not ordinary. It is prophetic. In the unseen, there is a shift happening in the spiritual atmosphere. The veil is thinner. The call is stronger. The signs are louder. God is saying, you have waited long enough. The time has come. Wake up, my child. And when God speaks like this, no force can stop what He has ordained. Chosen one. Pause for a moment. Reflect on the last few weeks of your life. Have you felt restless? Have you sensed that something was changing, though you couldn't explain it? That's because your spirit already knows. It's been sensing the shift. And now this message is your confirmation. You were right. What you are feeling is not confusion. It is awakening. Maybe you tried to run from your calling. Maybe you thought you could blend in, live like everyone else, and silence that voice inside you. But it didn't work, did it? Because the chosen can never truly hide. No matter how far you tried to wander, something always pulled you back. That something was God refusing to let you go. You cannot be ignored. Heaven refuses to let your light be buried, and that is why tonight is so significant. But hear me clearly. Being chosen is not only an honor, it is a responsibility. You are not being awakened just for yourself. Your awakening will ripple into the lives of others. There are people connected to your destiny, people who will find healing, hope, and light because you stepped into who you truly are. That is why God is awakening you now, because the world needs what you carry. So, chosen one, do not mistake your struggles as punishment. They were training. Do not mistake your loneliness as abandonment. It was preparation. And do not mistake this message as coincidence. It is prophecy. God has been calling you, guiding you, and protecting you. And tonight, the awakening becomes undeniable. In the next part, I will reveal the mysteries of the awakening itself, what will happen when your spirit opens fully, how to recognize the transformation, and what steps God is asking you to take. But for now, let this truth settle in your soul. You are chosen. You are protected, and your awakening is happening now. Chosen one, we have spoken of the signs, the battles, the confirmations, but now we must go deeper. Because you may be wondering, what exactly will happen when this awakening fully takes place? What will change in me? The answer is powerful. And if you receive it with an open heart, your life will never be the same. Awakening is not just a moment, it is a shift. It is when your spirit rises above the illusions of this world. It is when you begin to see through the lies, the false labels, the chains that once held you down. Chosen one, awakening is like opening your eyes after years of sleep. Suddenly, what once felt normal now feels strange. What once satisfied you now leaves you empty, and what once seemed impossible now feels destined. This is not imagination. It is your soul stepping into alignment with God's truth. The first thing you will notice in your awakening is clarity. Your thoughts will shift. Confusion will begin to fade. Decisions that once felt overwhelming will suddenly appear simple. It is as though God Himself clears the fog from your vision. You will see people for who they truly are. You will recognize situations for what they truly mean, and you will know, deep in your spirit, the difference between what is of God and what is of the enemy. The second sign of awakening is heightened sensitivity. You will begin to feel things more deeply. Your discernment will grow sharper. You will notice energy shifts in a room, and you will sense the motives behind people's words. Chosen one, this sensitivity is not weakness. It is spiritual strength. It is your radar, given by God, to navigate a world filled with hidden dangers and unseen battles. The third transformation is divine alignment. Suddenly, opportunities will appear where doors were once closed. You will meet people who carry the exact wisdom, encouragement, or guidance you need. Resources will flow to you in ways you cannot explain. Chosen one, this is not luck. It is God's hand arranging your steps. Awakening aligns you with destiny, so what once felt delayed will begin to move quickly. The fourth transformation is perhaps the most painful, but also the most freeing. When you awaken, your old self begins to die. The version of you that was driven by fear, insecurity, and people-pleasing will no longer survive. Chosen one, this is why awakening feels heavy. You are shedding layers of false identity, illusions, and wounds that no longer belong to you. It may hurt, but remember, you are not losing yourself, you are finding your true self. And finally, awakening unlocks divine power within you. No longer will you walk in weakness. You will speak, and your words will carry weight. You will pray, and things will shift in the unseen. You will move, and doors will open because heaven backs you. Chosen one, the enemy fears this power. That is why your life has been attacked. But once awakened, you will no longer be controlled by fear. You will walk in authority. Let me paint this for you. It begins like a restlessness in your soul. Then it grows into a thirst for something higher. And finally, it erupts into a knowing, a deep, unshakable certainty that you are not who you used to be. You will feel lighter. You will feel more connected to God's presence, and you will notice miracles, confirmations, and divine timing that prove your spirit has shifted. But awakening is not just about what happens to you. It is about how you respond. Here are the prophetic steps God is calling you to take. Chosen one, understand this. Awakening is beautiful, but it is not easy. You may lose friends. You may feel misunderstood. You may walk alone for a season. But remember, every butterfly must first endure the cocoon. The darkness is not the end. It is the preparation for your wings. God is whispering to you now. Do not fear the changes. Do not fear the unknown, for I am with you. I will never leave you nor forsake you. This awakening is my gift to you. Chosen one, you will not walk this path alone. Angels will walk beside you. Heaven will guide your steps, and God's Spirit will dwell within you, stronger than ever before. Why tonight? Because heaven has appointed this moment. You may feel heat in your body, a tingling in your chest, or a deep peace washing over you even now. That is not coincidence. That is activation. Your awakening has begun. Chosen one, your spirit is rising. Your vision is clearing. Your heart is aligning. You are no longer who you were yesterday. Tonight marks the birth of who you were always meant to be. And in the next part, we will go even deeper. What your awakened purpose truly is, how God will use you in the days ahead, and the prophetic destiny that your awakening is unlocking. But for now, hold this truth close. You are awakening, and nothing can stop what God has begun in you. Chosen one, by now you understand what awakening feels like, the signs that led you here, and the transformations that are already stirring in your soul. But there is one question that remains, perhaps the most important one of all. Why me? What is my purpose in this awakening? What does God want me to do with this new spiritual power? Listen carefully, for the answer carries the weight of your destiny. You were not awakened just to feel light, peace, or clarity. Those are gifts, yes, but the true purpose of awakening is assignment. Chosen one, you carry a mission that only you can fulfill. There are people in this world who are waiting for your voice, your wisdom, your light. God awakened you not only for yourself, but because your life is a key to unlock others. Your testimony, your journey, your strength, it will become a beacon for those lost in darkness. This is why you could not stay asleep. The world needs what you carry. Do you realize the power of one awakened soul? One awakened soul can break generational curses in their family. One awakened soul can inspire hundreds, even thousands, simply by walking in truth. One awakened soul becomes a warrior of light that darkness cannot silence. Chosen one, your awakening is not small. It is cosmic. Heaven rejoices when you rise, because your rising weakens the hold of darkness in this world. Now hear this prophecy clearly. God is about to use you in ways you never imagined. Your words will carry healing. Your presence will bring peace. Your prayers will break chains in the unseen realm, and your life will shine as proof that God still moves powerfully in this world. Do not think you are too weak, too broken, or too unworthy. Chosen one, your weakness is the very place where God's strength will flow. You will no longer walk as the rejected one, the overlooked one, the forgotten one. You will walk as the anointed, the appointed, the chosen. The labels that others put on you are falling away. The lies you once believed about yourself are dissolving, and in their place, your true identity is emerging. Child of the Most High, warrior of light, vessel of destiny. But let me be honest with you, chosen one. Awakening does not mean life becomes easy. In fact, some battles may intensify because the enemy fears your light. You may face resistance. You may face misunderstanding. But remember this truth: no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Every challenge will only sharpen you. Every storm will only strengthen your wings. Every battle will remind you of the authority you now walk in. Let me declare this over you. You will walk in divine favor that cannot be explained. You will step into opportunities that others thought were impossible. You will carry wisdom that surpasses your years, and you will fulfill the calling written over your life before you were even born. Chosen one, your destiny is greater than your doubts. Your future is brighter than your fears, and your awakening tonight is the beginning of it all. But
But now I must ask you, will you accept this awakening fully? Will you step boldly into your calling, even if it means leaving behind the familiar? Remember, many are called, but few are chosen. And the difference is not in who God selects. The difference is in who says yes. Chosen one, say yes. Say yes to the light. Say yes to the mission. Say yes to the awakening that has come upon you tonight. Do not fear what lies ahead, for the same God who awakened you will also sustain you. The same Spirit that stirred you tonight will guide you tomorrow. And though you may walk through valleys, you will never walk alone. Angels surround you, heaven backs you, and God Himself goes before you. Chosen one, you are not just surviving anymore. You are rising. Now let us seal this awakening with a declaration. Father, I thank you for this chosen soul watching right now. I thank you for awakening their spirit, for breaking their chains, and for calling them higher. May your light surround them, your angels protect them, and your Spirit guide them. Let their awakening tonight be undeniable. Let their destiny unfold with power, and let them rise as the chosen one you have always known them to be. Amen. Chosen one, remember this as you go into tonight. Your awakening is real. Your purpose is great. Your destiny is unfolding. This is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of the most powerful chapter of your life. Go forth with courage, walk in your light, and never forget, you are chosen.